Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So I'm filming this intro and outro on the day that you guys are watching this. This is going to be separate from my actual declutter video, but I just can't bring myself to do an intro other than it is what it is. Okay, today we're going to be decluttering eyeshadow palettes. I have way too many eyeshadow palettes and I'm trying to be a little bit more organized. I also have extremely sensitive eyes, so I just have not been using a lot of these eyeshadow palettes and I have to get rid of them. So if you guys want to see more of these declutter videos, definitely subscribe to my channel, turn on post notifications so that you get notified every single time that I do have a new video here on my channel. Did I already mention I just got out of the gym? Because this explains why I'm looking the way that I am. I'm all sticky. I'm gonna go shower. But let's get started with this declutter video. Let's get into it yet. Okay, so here's my bed full of eyeshadow palettes that we have to go through right now. I have way too many. I'm gonna fill up that little basket full of eyeshadow palettes that I'm just gonna get rid of. So yeah, join me on this really fun decluttering video. Alright, I'm sitting down in my bed now and this is the basket that's right in front of me. So let's get through this basket first. These are probably most of my older eyeshadow palettes. Actually, this one, I just got it and I just reviewed it here on my channel. I will not be using this eyeshadow palette. It's from She Glam. It just has really basic colors in here and they're all shimmers. I'm not a shimmer gal. I have very sensitive eyes, so definitely not going to be using this. I am going to get rid of that. So let me just put my little basket and put it in here. That's the pile I'm going to be getting rid of. We have the Exotic Peacock eyeshadow palette from Pinky Rose Cosmetics, and it has all of these blues and greens in here. This is an older palette. I don't know if I'm going to keep this. I actually really like this palette though, but I think it's time to part ways. So I'm going to get rid of that. Let's see. This is the Mood Beauty eyeshadow palette. This might be broken. Hopefully not. Oh, it's not. But it's definitely very, very old. So time to part ways with that. This is another eyeshadow palette that I am obsessed with. It's called Obsessed from Pinky Rose. Is my screen dirty? Let me clean it. But yeah, this is what this one looks like. And this was one of my favorite palettes. I don't know if I have it in me to give it away. I mean, or toss it. I think I'm going to hold on to this. Yeah, I'm going to hold on to this one. Here is the Naked Urban Decay eyeshadow palette. You guys know how old this is. It's just extremely old. I never reach for it, so I think it's time to part ways. Let's put that in the basket. Here is a Fenty Beauty eyeshadow palette. I don't think I'm going to get rid of this because I don't have any other Fenty eyeshadow palette. Even though this is definitely not something I reach for. Nah, I think I need to get rid of it because I'm not going to use it and I don't want to hold on to things that don't serve me. That's my life motto right now. So I'm going to get rid of that. Here is the Frankie Rose Contour palette. I'm going to keep this. This is a face palette, not an eyeshadow palette. The Catrice Sandy Days eyeshadow palette. I feel like I can still play around with this one a little longer. I haven't really played with it. So I'm going to hold on to this for now. Let's put that right here. Here we have the Catrice Rainforest Haze palette. Brand new. This is probably going to be gifted. I'm going to put this in a gift pile. Let's see. We have the Pure Raw Beauty Christie eyeshadow palette. Do you guys remember when this came out? I love Raw Beauty Christie, and when she came out with this design, it has colorful eyeshadow palette. It has colorful eyeshadows on one side, and then you flip it over. So unique. You get these colors on the other side. I think I'm going to hold on to this. No. Do I need to hold on to this? Maybe I'll meet Christy one day. I'm going to hold on to it. I'm going to hold on. Because I love Christy. This palette here is from Clara Cosmetics. This was actually gifted to me by my daughter one Mother's Day. And I can't let it go even though I've never used it. Actually, I did use it and I remember not liking it. I think I have to let it go. I have to let it go. My daughter will understand. The Riviera palette from Anastasia. Do you guys remember this palette? It's so old. I don't reach for it. So let's let it go. Here we have the Lizzie McGuire What Dreams Are Made Of. And I can't let this one go because it's Lizzie McGuire. You guys know. If you know, you know. Okay? Lizzie McGuire is the shit. I remember rushing home all the time to watch My Girl on TV. And I just love Hilary Duff so much. I will not let that one go. We have the All Foresight Raw Beauty Christie ColourPop eyeshadow palette. You know what? Since you guys know clearly, I love Raw Beauty Christie because I support her 100%. I love her. I'm going to let go of this one and I'm going to hold on to this one. Because, yeah, I like this palette. I think it's newer than the other one, so I think I'm gonna just keep this one. So let's get rid of the black one and put it in here. Hold on to that, and then we have the ColourPop Lush Life eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna let go of this one. It's an older palette, so we're gonna get rid of that. We're also gonna get rid of the, I can't even pronounce this. Can you guys say that for me? Okay, great, got it. These are pretty colors, but I just feel like I have a lot more eyeshadow palettes and I'm not going to reach for that. I receive ColourPop way too often to like hold on to. Oh, this, I remember loving this palette. I think this is one of my first PR boxes or collections that I received from ColourPop. And I really love this palette, but it's time to part ways, girl. It's time. We have the Violet Voss Pinky Promise eyeshadow palette. Pretty colors, but I don't see myself using this palette anymore. This is lightly used. Look at this. The condition of this palette. Wow. We're going to get rid of it though. We have the Too Faced Butterfly Babe eyeshadow palette. Really cute. It has a highlighter right there, and then actually that's not a highlighter. It's an eyeshadow. I thought that was a highlighter and this was a bronzer, but they're all eyeshadows. It smells so good. I love Too Faced, so we're gonna keep this one. Okay, and then we have the Morphe, which one is this one? The 8S Stellar Impact palette. I don't even know what, oh, it's a highlighter palette. I think I need to use this a little more because it has like that pretty purple color. Pretty purple highlighter. I'm just not a highlighter girl. But maybe we should keep it just in case. And I think I'm going to put that with my Pinky Rose, Frankie Rose palette over here because that's a face palette. We have the Chaotic Element 21 color palette from JCat, which I don't think I'm going to use, so I'm going to get rid of it. Here we have the Wine and Only ColourPop palette. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm not going to even bother opening it. The Ciati London palette. This is an all shimmer palette, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, all shimmer. I'm not going to use this. Let's toss that. We have a Cool Breeze Be Bella palette. I don't have a lot of products from Be Bella, so I'm going to keep this. Another highlighter palette. This is Hello Kitty. I think I'm going to gift this to my niece because she's obsessed with Hello Kitty. I don't use this. I'm telling you, I'm not a highlighter girl. Oh, let me put that in the pile, the giveaway pile. We have a highlighter here from ColourPop. Massive highlighter. Let me get this opened up because I can't with one hand. This is what this highlighter looks like. Again, I just don't use highlighter, so I'm gonna get rid of that. And then we have this little palette from Wet n Wild. I don't think I've ever used this, but I'm gonna put this in a giveaway pile, I think. And that is an empty bin. So let me move this over, and then let's bring these over to Mama. We have a brand new eyeshadow palette from Hard Candy. This is what this one looks like. It's new. I'm not going to open it because I know I probably won't use it. This is another one, all purple. I don't really like purple eyeshadow, to be honest. And I don't think I'll use those, so we're putting this in a giveaway pile, both of these. Those are Christmas presents. Then we have the Storm Stimulation 21 eyeshadow palette from JCat. Again, I'm not going to use this. It's the same thing as the Jungle palette that we have right here. We're not going to use it, so... Here we have a contour palette from Pixie, which is another one that's a face palette. We're going to put it right here. I have the 18CT Matte Essentials Morphe eyeshadow palette. I think this one was my latest PR box that I received from Morphe, and I feel like I still have to use this palette a lot more. I'm liking it, so we're going to hold on to this. We're going to keep that. Another contour palette from Frankie Rose. We're putting that with the face palette. A Sour Patch Kids eyeshadow palette from Morphe. Very colorful. I think I'm going to hold on to this a little longer. And then let's see what we have over here. What is this? This is a Morphe palette that looks as old as I am. Let me get this opened up. Wow, this is done. Let's get rid of that. So Jaded Kathleen Lights ColourPop palette. Do you guys remember how old this was? Do you guys remember when Kathleen Lights gave me a shout out on her YouTube channel? We have to hold on to it because of her, but look it. My daughter dipped in there when she was younger. Ugh. We're going to keep this because I love Kathleen. And then we have the Alien palette from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, which I don't even use. But because it is Jeffree Star, like, I feel like it's a collector's item to me. But I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to be selling a lot of these eyeshadow palettes in bulk. I'll have it linked down below. It's on my Mercari shop. So if you guys are interested in buying these palettes, I'm going to be getting rid of them at an affordable price. Except this one, because this is a collector's item. But most of them, I'm going to put them in a bundle, and then you guys can shop. Let's see. We have the Sandstone eyeshadow palette from ColourPop. I'm going to get rid of this one. But definitely something that you can wear on an everyday basis. But it's time to part ways. We have the Morphe James Charles eyeshadow palette. I'm going to hold on to this because there's a lot of colors in here that I use for just colorful looks. And I feel like this has so much life left in it. So let's put that over here. We have the Dare to Create 39A eyeshadow palette from Morphe. Yeah, see, these are the type of palettes that I like holding on to because you can just incorporate them into so many different looks. They're big palettes though. So let me put them over here. And then let me get, I think these are some of my favorites that I'm not going to get rid of. We have the Juvia's Place Culture palette. I'm going to keep that. The Gone Matte ColourPop palette. This is like the perfect palette for brides, for proms. Like, this is what I carry when I do people's makeup, and I don't like doing people's makeup, so don't ask. But yeah, I like that one. I'm going to hold on to that. And then we have the Ofra On The Glow palette, which I need to use more. This has a lot of highlighters, bronzers, perfect, and it's super expensive. So we're going to use this a little longer, but this is a face palette, which again, I'm going to put it over here because it's not an eyeshadow palette. a Jawbreaker palette from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. This is what this one looks like. Again, this is super colorful, and I feel like I can still get a lot of use out of this, so I'm going to hold on to this one. Probably one of my favorite Jeffree Star palettes. This is my Michaela Glamlight eyeshadow palette. I wish I asked her for a signature when she was my coach on the Benefit Brow Search trip. I did have this, actually. I took it hoping that she would be my coach, and she ended up being my coach. I just, we were so busy. I didn't even have time, girl, but I love this palette. Definitely going to be keeping this one. I'm going to put it over here. And then what is this? The Morphe 9C eyeshadow palette. I think this is brand new. Yeah, it's brand new. Look at this. Colors that I probably will never use. So I'm going to get rid of it. It's brand new. Keep that in mind, okay? The Morphe Abby Roberts. Oh, here it is. Here's the... I just took it out of the box. Yeah, I think I'm going to hold on to this Morphe palette. Look at all the colors. We're keeping that. But let's... Should I get rid of the box? No, I'm going to keep the box. Okay, and then we have the Kris Jenner Kylie Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. It looks like a little martini. I definitely will not be using this palette, but yeah, I'm gonna sell that. And then let's see, we have the Pixie by Petra palette. Brand new. We're gonna gift this. Yeah, this is something I'm gonna gift. Morphe 9B Matte Essentials palette. I've used this a couple times actually. I ended up taking it out, and I think I only used 2 eyeshadows from this palette. This is something else I'm going to be gifting. Or maybe selling. I don't know. Okay, and then we have the Kylie Wizard of Oz eyeshadow palette. It has a blush, a highlighter, and all of these shades here. I don't think I'm going to use this anymore, so I'm going to get rid of that one. We have the Juvia's Place Walhalla 2 eyeshadow palette. I love Juvia's Place and their eyeshadows, so I'm definitely not going to get rid of this palette. Definitely a keeper. And then let's bring this one over. This is my favorite Kylie palette. This is absolutely like something I use way too often. Look at the colors in here. This is just a whole vibe. I cannot get rid of that, so we're keeping that. And then we just got our hands on the Too Faced Italian Spritz palette, and I actually really love it, especially for summer. It comes in a tin container like this, and it smells so yummy. Look at the colors in here. Oh, I can smell it right now. It smells so good. Hi. But yeah, we're gonna keep this. This is a keeper. Alright, so then we have the Pinky Rose Cosmetics Volume 1 eyeshadow palette. This is definitely something that I am keeping because of the colors. This one and the ColourPop Matte Essentials palette is like something that I use very often to do makeup on others. So we're keeping this one. It's the I Said Yes, the Beginning Volume 1 eyeshadow palette. If you guys would like to purchase anything from Pinky Rose Cosmetics, I have a discount code. Is it a discount code? I probably have one down below in the description box, so check out my description box down below. We're keeping this one. And then, let's see, let's get a bunch of them out. Let's see, another palette that I love from ColourPop. It's a Mood palette. Look at the colors in here. Love. We're going to hold on to this one a little longer. We have an Ofra Pro palette. And it has eyeshadows, a highlighter, and a bronzer. It has those two. That third highlighter, that's a bronzer, and the rest are eyeshadows. Definitely going to hold on to this a little longer. You guys, do you remember when Ofra highlighters were a huge thing because everybody was doing that really bright highlighter? Yeah, they are really good. We have the Physicians Formula Saturday Detention Face Palette, and it has highlighters, blushes, and 2 bronzers. I don't see myself using this anymore, so we're going to get rid of that. And then we have the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice Second Slice palette. It does smell like pumpkin spice. I love the colors in here. I have become a huge fan of Too Faced eyeshadow palettes because they're just something that you can reach for all the time. The colors are great, and then the scent is just yummy. So we're going to keep this one. Let's get some more out here. What do we have? We have the Sigma Spicy Eyeshadow Palette. We're going to keep this one as well. I don't have a lot of Sigma stuff, so we're keeping that one. We have the Nightmare Before Christmas ColourPop Palette. Pretty colors, but not going to hold on to it. I hardly reach for that, and I forgot I even had it. We have the Warrior by Juvia's Place Eyeshadow Palette, which has a lot of neutrals. Not a lot, but the basic neutrals. I like this palette. We're keeping it because it's Juvia's Place. And then we have the Morphe Madison Beer eyeshadow palette. This one is another one that I really liked when it first came out because it has those neutral tones, a bunch of things that, like, a bunch of eyeshadows that I can reach for on a daily basis. But it's time to part ways. I think it's time, girl. We have the Nightingale Pretty Vulgar eyeshadow palette. This one, I used to use it way too much for smoky eyes. It's very well loved, but it's time to part ways. We have Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer ColourPop eyeshadow palette. Look how cute. But I think it's time to let go of this one as well. Look at the colors in here. Very lightly used. Yeah, we're going to get rid of that. We have the Naked Smoky eyeshadow palette from Urban Decay. Oh no, I just broke it. Ew. Okay. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Alright, ooh, the Barbie ColourPop palette. Perfect timing now that the Barbie movie just came out. I'm going to gift this to my niece. Or my daughter, I don't know. Pretty Vulgar Nesting Bee Face. It has all these blushes and bronzers, but it's time to part ways. We have the Star Ranch Limited Edition Eyeshadow Palette from Jeffree Star. I hardly reach for this, but I was a collector for some time for Jeffree Star products, but it's time to, like, let go, move on, because I don't use that. Another Jeffree Star palette. This one, I don't see myself getting rid of it because it's so pretty. Like, Jeffree has such a, I don't know, he's so talented. When it comes to his packaging, his products are incredible. Like, and the eyeshadows are really pigmented, easy to use. This is definitely an item I'm going to be keeping. And then we have this 35XO Morphe eyeshadow palette, which is perfect for Valentine's Day. I love this. We're going to hold on to this one as well. And then, oh my god, I have way too many stuff. Girl, why would I hold on to all this stuff? We have the Mercury Retrograde Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette. I can feel my camera overheating right now. Yeah, I don't reach for this at all. I think it's time to say goodbye. Goodbye. Olimar Cosmetics palette. I'm not going to open that. That's way too old. We're going to get rid of that. The Naked Urban Decay Cyber eyeshadow palette. This is what this one looks like. Yeah, I don't reach for this. We're going to get rid of that today. We have a Rare Beauty eyeshadow palette. Let me get this one opened up. I don't have any Rare Beauty stuff, like eyeshadow palettes. So I think we're going to keep this one. Witching Hour ColourPop eyeshadow palette. This is what this one looks like. And the colors are great, but I have other palettes that have all these shades already, and I have plenty of ColourPop stuff. Morphe Ashley Strong Alignment Cake Liner Palette. So you wet these and they become eyeliners, but I feel like I already have eyeliners that, I don't know, I'm going to get rid of that. 80s Baby Pinky Rose Palette. I kind of want to hold on to this. This is another one of my favorite Pinky Rose palettes. I'm going to toss this Wet n Wild Rose in the Air palette. The Natasha Denona Peak 5-pan eyeshadow palette. It's time to say goodbye. Hello Kitty blush. I'm going to give this to my niece. She's obsessed. And then we have a Pixie by Petra. What is it? Oh, it's a highlighter, bronzer. Yeah, I think I'm going to get rid of that. And that's an empty bin right there. I'm going to put these in there for now. And then let's tackle this right here. Okay, I took them all out of that little container. This is a lip product. Actually, it's a palette with all these lipsticks, which I was holding on to because I'm like, whenever I do people's makeup, I don't want to put my lipsticks on their lips. So let me just use a brush and use that. But I don't do anyone's makeup, so I think I'm going to get rid of this. And then we have the Roaring Hearts ColourPop eyeshadow palette. I'm feeling way too lazy. I have too many palettes to go through that I don't even want to open this up, but I'm going to toss that. Ooh, this is a palette that I really... What is this? Yeah, it's a palette that I love because the colors, you can create smoky eyes and everyday looks. One of my favorite Too Faced palettes. Let me put that in the little bin of palettes that we're keeping. We have a Nomad Venice Simplon Express palette from Ipsy. I think this is brand new. I'm going to gift it. Somebody's getting that for Christmas. We have a Physicians Formula Breakfast Club eyeshadow palette. I'm going to get rid of that. Be Bella Blushing and Crushing palette. It has all these blushes. I just have so many blushes that I really don't need this. It's like lightly used, even though the exterior is kind of dirty. Hardly used. We have a Sigma Blush and Cheek palette. Another cheek palette that I hardly touched. I just have way too many blushes that I don't reach for this, so I'm going to get rid of that. We have the Buxom Tiki Bar and eyeshadow and cheek palette. So it has a blush, highlighter, and these eyeshadows. I'm not going to use this, so let's get rid of that. This is the bin of eyeshadow palettes that I'm going to get rid of. I'm keeping this bin over here, and then I'm going to keep this bin. We have the Ace Beauty Grandoise palette. I use this so much, but it's time to part ways, so we're gonna get rid of that one. We have the Buxom Ashcombe eyeshadow palette. Hardly used. Maybe like a couple of eyeshadows were used in here. I'm not going to use this again. It's time to get rid of it. We have the Joa Beauty Chasing the Sun palette. I can't get this opened. Hold on. Yeah, so it has those eyeshadows right there, and then it has bronzers and a highlighter. Hardly used, but yeah, we're gonna get rid of this as well. Earth Angel 4 Scope palette. It has the Hula bronzer. This is from Benefit. It has a Hula bronzer, a blush, the Georgia blush. It's like shimmery. I love that blush. And then it has the Cookie highlighter. Beautiful palette. I already have all of these individually, so I'm gonna part ways with this one. We have a Morphe 18T, not AT&T, palette. Ooh, I haven't used this one in a while. I kind of want to hold on to this. I feel like it's perfect for traveling. Like the colors, let's keep that. Let's see, we have the Morphe 9K eyeshadow palette. Another like smoky eye palette. I probably used 2 shades in this one. I almost want to keep it, but I just kept the other one, so it's time to part ways with this one. Here we have the Ace Beauty Falling For You eyeshadow palette. Ooh, girl, why haven't I used this one very much? I'm keeping this one. Let's keep that. What is this? The Breakfast Club Saturday I think I just opened one of these, didn't I? Oh no, I didn't. Blush, bronzer. This is a face palette, but I'm not going to use this, so let's get rid of it. Cape Cosmetics palette. What? When did I get this one? I don't remember this one. Let's get rid of it. I think this is a Kat Von D PR package that I never opened. Wow. Okay, I'm keeping this. We have the Viva La Musical 24 pigment eyeshadow palette that contains mostly all shimmers. We're gonna get rid of that. Damn, this is fully, like, this is to the top of the things that I'm gonna get rid of. We have this palette here from Hip Dot. It's a Xeon palette. I used to use this so much because of the colors in here. Obsessed. Yeah, I don't think Hip Dot carries this anymore, so I think I'm gonna get rid of it. We have the Harry Potter Color Pop palette. I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm not gonna even bother opening it out of its package. The Mood Beauty palette. Yeah, it's kind of broken. We're gonna get rid of that. The Ashley Strong eyeshadow palette. I think it's time to get rid of this one too. Here we have a Frankie Rose palette. We're gonna hold on to that. We're gonna get rid of this JCat Viva La Fiesta palette. Look, it has almost all shimmers. No, girl. So I'm gonna put these to the side now because this bin is completely full. We have this glitter from Nabla. I wonder if my eyes can handle that. Let's hold on to it a little longer. Okay. This is the very last bin we have, and these are all my travel size friendly palettes that I always carry around whenever I travel. So let's see. We are not getting rid of this chocolate brown Huda Beauty palette. Definitely always use this. Oh my god, why is my phone blowing up? Hold on. It doesn't take up any room inside of my makeup bag when I travel, so I'm gonna hold on to this for sure. And the Purple Haze, the Sand Haze, the Pastel Rose Huda palette, the Caramel Brown palette from Huda. These are all Huda Beauty. I'm obsessed with these because they're so small, compact for traveling. I'm gonna hold on to all those. We have the Caliente Artist Couture palette. Yeah, I don't really support him very much. Like, I just, no me cae, you know what I mean? Like, no me nace. I just received that in, I don't know where. I think it was like a BoxyCharm box. We have the Ace Beauty Scarlet Dusk eyeshadow palette. Girl, I'm gonna break all these palettes. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of this one. Let's put that over there. We have the Wet palette from the Bretman Rock ColourPop collection. We're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna get rid of this I Love Sarai Dose of Colors palette as well. This Alamar, the Pinky Rose Luscious Plum. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna hold on to that one. We're gonna keep the Sunflower palette as well. I love this one. One of my favorites. We have the Rare Beauty eyeshadow palette, and this one is Confident Energy. Ooh, these are all shimmers though. Yeah, I think it's time to part ways. Oh, I love you, Selena, but my eyes can't do too much shimmers, and yeah. We have the Venus. Ooh, I actually wanted to collect all these, and I can't bring myself to get rid of them because these two right here were some of my very first eyeshadow palettes when I started being a content creator. My sister gifted these to me, and I can't let go. So we're gonna hold on to that. Oh, and then we have this Blue Blood eyeshadow palette from Jeffree Star that I'm not gonna get rid of. Like, it's like a little coffin. Look at this. It's so cute. All blues, and I love all these blues. A lot of blues are very difficult to blend. The pigment's not there, and this is such amazing quality shadows. The palette is just beautiful. These here are all of the eyeshadow palettes that I have decided to get rid of. Again, if you guys are interested in purchasing bundles of these palettes, I'm gonna have my Mercari shop listed down below in my description box so that you guys can purchase these. Most of these were purchased by me, so if any brand ever wants to kick me off their PR, I mean, go for it, because I review their products for free, and I mean, it is what it is. I can only use like the eyeshadow palettes for so long before it's time to move on to their next collection. So yeah, all of these palettes have been either well loved or gently used. It's a variety of stuff. So yeah, that's a lot. We went through a lot, and I'm glad I am getting rid of a lot of these things because it is way too much, girl. I've held on to a lot of these palettes for longer than I should have. Alright friends, and that wraps up today's declutter video. I know that was a long video, but I hope you enjoyed it, watching me get a little bit more organized. And if you've made it all the way to the end of this video, then I just want to say you should definitely check out my Mercari account. It's an app where you can sell anything. You know, you can sell clothes, you can sell makeup, you can sell hair stuff, you can sell whatever you want. And that is where I sell a lot of my lightly used makeup and just things that I just don't use around my house. I'll have it linked down below in my description box. And if any brands are watching this and you disagree with what I'm doing, then it is what it is, okay? I'm only one person, and I definitely use your products when I do receive them and I promote them. Like, I do use them in tutorials and all that. So, I mean, it's beneficial to you. And also, if I don't have any use out of it, I'd rather it to go to somebody else. But again, it is what it is. If you guys have to remove me from your PR, then it is what it is. You know what I mean? And what's something else? Well, I guess that's it. I will leave you guys here. I hope you guys already subscribed to my channel, because I definitely will be doing more declutter videos. I have way too many lipsticks that I have to get rid of next, so that's for another video. More content is going to be coming your way now that my children are going to be back in school. I'll have more time to film. And also follow me on my Instagram. I'm sharing a little bit more about my fitness journey. I have lost almost a total of 30 pounds. And I'm feeling great. And my confidence is coming back. And I'm just very, very happy in this point in my life. So thank you guys for being a part of my journey, watching my videos, supporting me with whatever it is that I decide to do with my content. I love you guys.